I want to...
Oh, yeah, let me get, yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's not going to work like that. Trying to think of how...
Camera's rolling. Camera's rolling.
Well, hello everybody. We're back, my son Chris and I. Today we're, well, Chris mainly is preparing the roof to start putting some rafters up. Right here he's just pulling off the old drip edge and that plywood that covers the rafter tails on the original shop. Nothing earth-shattering. Just such a pleasure to be working with him doing this, and well, he's a real go-getter, as I said on the first video. Anyway, this video is pretty much like I said, just preparing the roof, getting things ready to go, and you know, he'll be shingling. I think the next video will show him shingling up on the roof, so I'm not allowed up there. So stay out of his way, which is a good thing. Anyway, yeah, Chris is back home, and I sent him a copy of the video, and he loved it. He enjoyed it. When he shingles the roof, he said, "Dad, can I bring the camera up there so I can film it?" I said, "Yeah, absolutely." So you'll see that when he goes up there. Anyway, good man. Good son. He had a lot of fun here. I know he enjoys coming here and kind of going through the shop and seeing all this stuff. And, you know, not to sound morbid, but he goes, "My God, you got a lot of tools and all that." And I said, "Well, not really. You know, it's just got some stuff that I need." And I said, "But, you know, someday it's all going to be yours." And he goes, "Dad, I don't want to talk about that." I said, "Oh, it's a fact of life. It's no big deal." So, you know, I'm sure that his sister won't have a problem with him taking the tools when God calls me home. So, but he doesn't like talking about that, and you know, I mean, I understand that. It's, you know, it's one of those things. As we grow older, we have to discuss it at least and be prepared for it. So, but anyway, yeah, we'll just be working along today, and like I said, it's nothing earth-shattering, just him getting stuff ready to go, and I'm kind of meandering about doing odds and ends, and I think I just put that top plate on the wall and laid that out for the rafters and all that, so yeah, anyway, you know, I love seeing my son work like this, and I follow a lot of YouTube people, creators, a lot of videos, you know, and mainly of people DIY and do-it-yourself stuff. You know, young men working and getting their hands dirty, and look, I'm not opposed to the other side, the white collar or the computer people. I'm not opposed to that at all. We need that. But in this day and age, it sure is nice to see, even as I drive around, nice to see young men working, like building houses and using their hands and you know, learning a trade. And you know, he's done carpentry, you know, AC, cement work. I mean, he's done knowledgeable in quite a bit of that stuff. So it's nice to see. You know, I love it when I can see my son come in and have dirty, calloused hands. You know, I must admit I like that, because I've been like that most of my life. You know, working stiff like millions of other Americans. As has Jocelyn. I mean, Jocelyn's always been a working woman, you know. I mean, we're not super intelligent. We're not doctors or lawyers. I mean, we're smart enough to know that you got to work to make a living. So, but I just think today that there's a whole lot of focus on getting, you know, a college degree. And again, I want to be careful, because I'm certainly not opposed to that at all. You know, that education is a good thing. I have no problem with that. I just wish there'd be a lot more focus on the trades and the technical schools and stuff like that, because we need these people. I heard a politician just the other day saying something about we need to count on the immigrants because the generation today is not producing like it used to. Well, you know, I don't know whose fault that is. I don't know who to blame, but, you know, we should be counting on our own American youth and guiding them into, if they're not going to get a college degree, guiding them into to learn a trade, perhaps. Technical stuff, you know. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling on. It's just nice to see young men and women working with their hands and doing a job. So anyway, I'll hush up and let the video roll a little bit here. We, as I said before, we certainly had a good time doing this stuff. So I'm very proud of them. Very proud of my children, as is Miss Jocelyn. So, okay, I'll be back in a little bit.
That's probably why. I think I had it nailed in through the other board too.
Yep. Yeah, I'm in the way. Yeah.
Oh, you're fine. Oh, perfect. Yeah, perfect. Just let it drop right through. Thank you.
There. Perfect.
Yeah, I feel lead them all up.
Yeah.
And that way we can get just like this.
Just lay them down. I'll stand them up. You're all right. You're good. Go ahead. Just lay them down. I think when we get ready to put them on, we're gonna have you on that end up there, and then I'll eyeball you with a rafter is, this way. Yep. But we'll snap a line across, so you put the points on there, and then we can patch these later. We can over one the wall up and all that. Okay. Cool. This. Really? Perfect. Beautiful. Yep. Together. I think I bought an extra 14 footer.
You did.
That's fine.
But it was botched. Pretty botched on the end.
Was it?
Yeah, that's pretty rounded, so I went around one from the other pile. They were only 12 foot. You know, so that's not going to work. That's not going to fly.
Oh, these two?
Yeah.
There. I got the wall laid out up there, so
So when you go up, it's ready to go.
when we're working here, you can be on that and up on the roof. Yeah, I reckon the best way
I'm
is
just
to-
gonna stay up there.
Yeah, stay up on the roof, but I think the best way is to toenail them, because I'll send them on the rafter for you,
Right.
and then you can toenail them in, so you'll hit the rafter.
Okay.
Rather than come down through the tip this
Yeah.
way, you know, like split.
Yeah.
So, you know, I figure you put like 1, 2, 3, 4,
Right.
with the air gun.
Okay.
And then we'll just leave them on that end, we'll get that after. That's not a big deal. I think mine's about ready for us anyway.
Okay.
Awesome. Sheeting up Thursday.
Yeah, sheeting. I can group the damn
Yeah,
myself.
yeah.
Split.
I got a nail on you. I hope it's still working. But anyway, we'll buy another one. I guarantee I will.
Good.
Oh, just go ahead and lay it right down.
I got it. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and lay it down.
I'm just holding it up right.
Okay. Just push it right over. You see the rafter there? Put it in line with that rafter.
On this side?
The rafter's to the left. That's the rafter there.
Oh,
You got all this right over here. I'm gonna pull down some.
are you doing?
Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna put this in. Let's go. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Hanger I hung my hat on.
You what?
Couldn't figure out what hanger I hung my hat on.
Oh, I got it. Let me know when you need a battery switch. I made a mark there, just
Yep, I see it. You're on it.
It's going to change a little bit when I cut that breath off, not much. Not quite.
Right there, you're on it.
All right, I got to cut just a little more.
Okay.
Okay.
Where did it sit on the roof? I want to see.
Oh.
I want to get all the prep done. Okay, so I go 3 more high.
1, 2, yeah, 3 more.
3 more? Okay. Got it.
You got it?
Oh yeah, I got it.
All right. I'll go,
You got the. You're using the bigger ones now? If not, I
Yeah.
got a bit right here. Small.
Oh, okay. Yep, good.
The one I couldn't find in my pocket.
I'm sure as most of you folks that have been watching our channel know that I'm retired Air Force, been in the military, and I've talked about our time in Germany years ago, and my wife and I are really glad that our children were able to see, something else, another country, another part of our country. They kind of grew up down the deep South in Mississippi and San Antonio, Texas, and that was a good thing. It's and then over to Germany. So, they were in many different schools, and they didn't have the type of childhood that I had or Jocelyn. We grew up and lived in the same house and lived in the same neighborhood and had the same friends. They had to make all new friends every 3-4 years. Which can be tough on children. Chris, as I mentioned, he was kind of an introvert, not in a bad way. He was just, he wasn't openly. Well, I guess the word is he didn't go out seeking new friends and everything. He just kind of let it happen, in his own time. And Jennifer was just the opposite. She was, a little bit more outgoing. And neither one of those things is a bad thing by any stretch of the imagination. That's their character. That's their attitude on things. But they grew up, in different lands, different cultures, and things like that. So it was fantastic for the kids. I know we talk often about our time in Germany, and they loved it over there. Chris started school down in Mississippi. I think I relayed this story before, but he started school in kindergarten in Mississippi, and it was the first year that Mississippi actually had a kindergarten because they didn't really have that. They used to just start right in first grade. So, he went half a day in kindergarten like most kids do. And, we're in the deep South, and, he was the hit of the parade, this young blonde-haired kid, in a group of mostly black students, but boy, he loved it, and they loved him, and he grew up like most people in the military, where those barriers of different color and race and all that crap didn't matter. It didn't mean a thing. Friends are friends, people are people, and we are so thankful for that. We don't distinguish. People are people. So it was really nice to see them grow up like that. We were talking when Chris was here about Germany. They used to have wine fests in all the villages, or the majority of all the villages over there had their own wine label. Of course, growing grapes was a big thing, and making wine a big thing in Germany. And we went to a couple of the wine fests, which was basically the opening of the new bottles or the new crop or whatever it was. But they make a big festival out of it, kind of like our 4th of July festival, booths with food and entertainment. And we went to one, it was in a place called Trabach, and it was on a river. Of course, most of the grapes grew on the banks of a river. And across the river was, big hillside and forest, like stretched for miles, And when they started fireworks, the fireworks were actually embedded in the forest. They didn't shoot up into the sky. They were lighting up the forest and the hills and everything. And it was like nothing I've ever seen in my life. And unfortunately, I do not have any pictures of it. But you know, it wasn't like shooting up and looking into the sky and seeing all the sparklets. It was different color red and you know, greens, and just lighting up the whole hillside in the trees and everything. It was beautiful. I'd never seen anything like it. So we got to experience that. The kids got to see it, and they talk about it often. It was a lot of fun. So anyway, I'm happy that our children were able to grow up in a culture that basically everybody was on an even playing field, if you will. You know, we were all the same. The military has been good to us, and I firmly believe that people in the military look at things sometimes in a different light, because you're meeting different people from different cultures, you're living in different cultures, and our children embrace that, and for that I'm ever thankful. So anyway, I'm gonna be quiet now and finish out. You'll see that he's got all the rafters leaned up, and we started putting them on. We put the first one on and got it all set and everything. And I think I put a note at the end of the video. I forgot to change the battery, so you saw the one rafter going up, and then we just repeat, 16 times, and I didn't get it on film. But anyway, I'm going to let the video finish out, and once again, it's good to post something, and I'm glad that you folks are watching the channel. We sure do appreciate it, and I know my son does too. So we will see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.
Okay. Nail it. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta turn it back on. Hold this board.
You did what I did yesterday, didn't you?
Couple of Laurel and Hardy here.
Jeez. Thank God we got it on camera so we can remember this forever and ever.
I know it. All right.